What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Bed Bath & Beyond. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm going to leave the entertainment part out of this intro because I don't find this too entertaining, to be honest with you. You've seen the news, I'm sure. The CFO has passed away. I'm not going to speculate or try to come up with any tinfoil hat theories. I think at this time it's just best to remember the fact that a life was lost and to just honor his family and just kind of mourn for them. It's not a good situation, and you never want to hear things like this. So the news overall is going to have an impact on the play in my opinion. And we're not going to talk on the news. You guys can look it up yourself if you want to dig into it deeper. But you've probably seen whenever companies make changes with their inner leadership management, and you know what happens. So with all of the news coming out, I think forget whatever I said in the last video about us finally being able to just consolidate through that falling broadening wedge and starting to make the slow trek back up. I think Tuesday morning you see a gap down. I don't know exactly if that's going to happen, but I feel 90% chance gap down, and I don't know how big of a gap down. Now I'll tell you why I think that. I think there's probably money in the play that does not want to be in the play whenever it hears news like this, so that's going to come off the table. I think you're going to see some possible selling from whoever is trying to drive this down. They might be willing to cut whatever position they hold to create even further downside or fear into the play. And there are good shorts out there, but there are also shorts that are going to try to take advantage of this situation. And I think that you will see the short interest climb, and I think that they will pile in on this news. So I think Tuesday is probably going to be a rough morning, rough start for Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, I don't know that it's going to be that way for a continued period of time. We'll see what kind of announcements, what kind of news they come out with as far as replacements or moving forward, what's going to go on there. But it's a reminder, like if you've been in the stock market for a year or two, you're learning a lot of terrible things that go on as far as the markets themselves, and maybe even actions outside of the market. You can probably think of a couple that have come along, as far as if you've been following any of what most of the retail crowd that's probably coming on YouTube and Reddit are following. You're seeing the news of certain things regarding brokerages, warehouses, things like that, and it just gets a little bit deeper. So a good reminder that money makes good people do bad things, and bad people do terrible things. So something that you can keep in mind, you can walk away with. I know a lot of you guys are hoping for a moonshot in one of your plays somewhere along the lines, and you hope to be filthy rich. And just always remember where you came from. Remember that you are a good person, and even though you have money, it doesn't have to mean that you do bad things or terrible things. And you can always do good with that money. So let's see what happens. Like I said, I do think there's probably going to be a gap down, and it's just going to take a little bit more time, possibly. I don't know. You can look back in my Redbox videos, and I'm pretty brutally honest on this page. It's not always the most popular opinion. I don't come on and just tell you what you probably want to hear. I tell you what I'm thinking, my thoughts, what I'm seeing in the charts, what I think is going to impact positive or negatively. And I think that's why a lot of you guys continue to come back here, and I appreciate that about you. So be prepared for it. Like I said, nothing's a guarantee in the markets. I can't 100% guarantee you that there's going to be a gap down, or that those things are going to happen, or that, shorts are just going to try to take advantage advantage of the current situation. But in my thinking and my reasoning, I think that's probably what's going to happen. So I just want you to be prepared for probably an ugly open. So let's see how that goes. I wish I could come on here and tell you something amazing and great and wonderful, but I just don't have it right now. And we'll come back on Tuesday and kind of check back in, see what happened with the news, with all the time that was I guess there's extra time, so we'll see if they want to make a logical decision or how it's going to pan out before Tuesday. Might be time to get a little bit more news out there so that there's a confidence that comes back into the play as far as who's replacing and what's going to go down there. But it might take some time too for them to fill that role. So we're just going to have to hang out, wait and see. I appreciate you guys coming back. I hope you're having a great weekend overall. And if you don't mind, you can drop a like or you can leave a comment, or you're always welcome to subscribe to the channel. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.